so sorry. Good start. I've not been live for a couple of weeks because this is what happens, especially in the evening. But I felt compelled to. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Rachel. So I'm not going to stay on long because I can't talk for very long without getting into a coughing fit. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Amphi. Oh, goodness. If anyone else has got this cough, it sucks. Arse. It's been 4 weeks. They now think I've got asthma. So I've got to go and get my lung capacity checked tomorrow. Yes, albeit dying. I know, it's absolutely nightmare. So I thought, I haven't been live for a couple of weeks and I'm starting to get withdrawal symptoms. Hey, Claire. I've just got to try and not climb into it. So I'm just going to crack on rather than just talking twaffle. Crack on with the subject. So I felt desired, that's the wrong word, felt inspired, that's the right word, to talk about this because in research for my upcoming, the coughs are getting worse, aren't they, Jenny? Like, it's literally like, they thought it was croup. I was like, I didn't realise you could get croup after 6, but clearly you can. Blimey, sign language. That would be really helpful right now, but unfortunately it's not a skill I possess. Maybe I can get somebody. Okay. Okay. So, doing the research for my masterclass that's coming up at the end of the month, 28th, 29th and 30th. If you're not registered, I'll put the link above. What I'm really finding fascinating is diving into the how-tos, right? So one of the things I cover on day 2 of the masterclass is talking about sort of stepping into your greatness, right? What does that mean? Like, what does it actually mean to do that? And how do you do it, right? And then as I was doing something, I was looking at some quotes and stuff for the slides. And so I've gone all fancy and I've got slides. Hi, Kimberly. Hey, Roxanne. Hey, Zoe. Hey, Chris. Emma. Sonia again. Zoe, how are you? So I was diving into it and I was reading some quotes. I was like, that's just waffly, lofty bollocks, really. Because there's these quotes and they say this and they say that, and it's just like, what does that actually mean? How do I actually do that? And the next one that came up on the old radar was believe in yourself. Like, just believe in yourself. All right, how do I do that? Like, how do I do that? So I've got to share some ideas with you, and I had a long list, but I'm not going to share them all because I'll save the other ones for another time because I can't talk for it long. So I'm going to talk about it in the context of thank you for all the love hearts. Sonia, much appreciated, my darling. So, yeah, so what I want to talk about is believe in yourself in the context of trying to achieve something. So whether that's a weight loss. Hi, Dominic, Silver Fox. I'm dying over here, not being very healthy. Hi, Adele. Hey, Roxanne. So this is in the context of trying to achieve something. So whether that be weight loss, fitness, you know, a new promotion, a business goal, any form of goal. And people say, just believe in yourself. And it's just like, yeah, I get it. But how do I do that? So the first thing I want to talk about with regards to that is capability. So my son always says to me, oh, sorry, my thing's not, I've got my notes on my phone. My son, when I say things like this to my son, he'll say to me, but that's all right, Mum, but what does that actually mean? Like, how do I actually do that? And I'm like, well, okay. So I'll say to him, you can achieve anything you want. And he'll say, so if I wanted to like walk on the moon, like tomorrow, would I be able to do it? You know, like some cocky, 12-year-old that he is. I love him. Hi, Siobhan. And Jenny, I can only imagine what your cough was like a week ago, but always love to listen to you. Babes, it's got worse. Like, it's got different. It just keeps changing. It's so annoying. Had antibiotics, not touched it, had an inhaler. Anyway, I'm going back tomorrow. Enough about that. So he'll say to me, oh, well, so could just walk on the moon tomorrow. And I was like, no, you couldn't do that, because that's not at the moment in your capabilities to do that. So whatever we're trying to achieve, believing in ourselves means believing in our capability to do it. And so if you're trying to achieve something in your business or in your career or in your whatever, then it means that you've got to have some form of capability. You've got to know on some level that you're on the path to achieving it. So one way to really believe in yourself, to build your belief in yourself, is to build your capabilities, is to look at something and go, right, what do I need to learn? So for me, building this, I had to learn how to build a website. I had to learn how to do good Facebook Lives, still learning that one. I had to learn how to market myself. I had to learn how to write copy. I had to learn how to write courses. I had to learn loads of stuff. So you've got to, barking in between sentences. So you've got to look at, so my belief in myself was built because I have learned how to do X, Y, and Z. So my capability to do the job that I do has risen. And therefore my belief has risen. It's not enough to just say, I believe in myself, because saying it, yes, I believe in affirmations, you all know that. Yes, I believe in speaking it into being, but you've also got to put some action in behind that. And you've got to put a map in place in order for you to be able to feel that you are capable of achieving this incredible thing. And that can be a physical action, that might be a mindset. Most of the time it's mindset issue. The next little tip I've got is conscious self-praise, right? Because there's so much unconscious abuse, self-abuse going on in the background, and so most of the time we're not even aware of it. So it's, if you're trying to achieve something and trying to build your self-belief, you have to consciously acknowledge and witness the shit that's going on in your head that is not true. And you've got to counteract that with verbal, written, conscious self-praise. I am capable of doing this. Everything is figure-outable. If they can do it, I can do it. But you've got to hear yourself saying it. You've got to write it down, because you are not aware. I mean, if most people could hear the stuff that they say to themselves, like it would be get put down as abuse. Like that's fact. We are, if we actually spoke to other people how we spoke to ourselves sometimes, then we wouldn't be classed as very nice people. So it's treating yourself as kindly as you would if your child was trying to achieve this. So what would you say to a loved one, a family member, your husband, your partner, your girlfriend, your child? If they were trying to achieve something, what would you be saying to them? Are you saying that shit to yourself? I probably not. You need to start doing that. The next thing is action. Aligned, completely aligned action is following inspired action. So if you have got a goal, and this has been the biggest shift for me this last year, if you are going towards something, go with what feels right, period. Like whatever your head is saying, whatever arguments going on, I should do it this way because they're doing it that way, I should try this because that's what they're trying, and it's all conscious in our head conversation, and you're ignoring what your gut's saying, because your gut might send you this way, and your intuition, your guidance, higher self, whatever you want to call it, you've got this going that way, but your head is going, yeah, but she's really successful and she did it that way, or he did it that way. Yeah, they might have done it that way, but that was their way of doing it. Be very, very, very wary of anyone who says there's only one way to do something. I don't believe that. I think it's bollocks. I think what's the right way to do something is what feels right and aligned for you, because if it feels right and aligned, you will do it, and if it doesn't, you won't. So it's not even about actually whether it's right or wrong, it's whether or not you'll do it. Because if you don't feel aligned in an action, so I could give you loads of examples of this, I'll not do it now, but there's loads of things that I have followed because I thought it was the right thing to do. I have signed up to this or gone down that route because that's what everybody else was doing and that's what I thought I should do. But it became completely against what felt right to me. So I've learned to just do what feels right. And regardless of if I'm the only person bloody doing it, that's okay, because that's what feels right to me and therefore it's the right thing to do. Lastly, because I feel a coughing fit coming on. Lastly is a plan, but a plan to not over plan, if you know what I mean. So this is sort of in conjunction with my last point, is that have the end goal in mind, right? Hi, Michelle. Hi, Aquarius. Great name. Hi, Dean. Lovely to have you on. Hey, Adele. Thank you for coming on. Just trying to get it over with before I die. So have an end goal in mind, but be fluid with the journey there. So know that you're moving in the right direction, and every day have an intention to move in the direction of what you want. But don't put so much pressure on yourself that it has to be done this way. I have to get this done today. I have to, should, need, want, all these words that suggest lack and need and scarcity. Instead, just see where you're going and follow your internal nudges and plan to be fluid and open and broad-minded and inspired in your journey to it. Because let's face it, right? The fact is, this illusion that we have this end goal, that whole thing is an illusion, because trust me, I've experienced this. When you get to the end goal, the goalpost moves. We are wired, we are human, we are wired for growth. We are wired to expand and to continue and to grow and to move forward. So there is no end goal. There just isn't. There is lots of little things on the way, on the journey of life before we croak it, that we want to do and that feels great. And that's it. Like, that's life. So there is no end goal. So if you just drop the illusion that this thing that you're trying to achieve is it, is this, that's it. Once I get there, I'll be satisfied. No, you won't. Because the thing is that if whatever you're striving for an external thing, you've heard me say this a lot of times, whatever you're striving for an external thing that's going to make it and that's going to make you happy and complete you and that's it. That will be the pin. I work with people. I have a client who is at the top of her game in a very tough industry. She's one-off board member, yet she strives unsatisfied because she isn't. There's been this outward, external thing that she thought, if I just keep going and hi Hillary, if I just keep going, if I do get this promotion and I achieve this thing and then that will be it. It's never it. And so if you've done something in your life where you've moved forward and you've achieved it and you still feel that sense of wanting more, that's a good thing because we're designed to want more. But you've also got to think, do I need to feel more fulfilled internally, whether that be spiritually or emotionally? Do I need to do some internal work that's going to make me feel more satisfied in the moment? Because the thing that switched everything for me was that I love what I do. And once I let go of the outcome, once I completely separated myself from whether or not anyone would want to work with me, whether or not anyone would want to do my course or work with me one-to-one, or once I let go of that, oh my God, like it feels awesome. So I get up every day and I bloody love what I do. And I'm not scared about sharing it. I'm not scared about charging for it because it's bloody worth it. And I just love it. So it's irrelevant whether or not, because the people that love what I do and the people that align with me and that like the way that I share shit and like my attitude to it, they will show up because that's just the way it works. And the happiness that gives me is, I can't even describe it because it's irrelevant to me. It's irrelevant. The outcome is irrelevant because I absolutely love what I do. I get up every day and I do it and I love it while I'm doing it. End of. And if that's it for me. That's the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is to wake up happy, enjoy what you do, feel fulfilled, feel on purpose, feel like you're making a difference. Like, that is it for me. So the outcome is irrelevant. It really is. And once you can sort of get to the point where that's real for you, then you strive with passion and excitement and in an enlightened, open-minded, what has this amazing life got thrown at me kind of way. That's it. So plan your route and make the route as enjoyable as possible, because there's no point doing it in a way that you think is the right thing to do, but that sucks. Like, don't do it if it makes you feel like shit. Just do it another way. Like, do what makes you happy is ultimately the message. So I think that's it. I had about 5 more, but I'm not going to go on because I'd rather be short and sweet while I'm coughing up a lung. So that's it. I hope you'll enjoy my little riff and rant on the subject of believing yourself. Believe in yourself is brilliant. If you are born to believe, if you're born with that ability to, that you just believe in yourself, awesome. But if you're not, then this is the way you do it. You increase your capability, you learn more, you're open to change, you're open to growing, you're open to learning new stuff. You give yourself conscious self-praise. You witness the shit that's going on in your brain and counteract it and say, no, that's bullshit. This is what I'm capable of. You speak it. You talk to yourself and encourage yourself like you would your child or your partner or a family member. You take action, but aligned, beautiful action that just feels awesome. So you enjoy the journey and you plan the route so it's beautiful. And that's it. I'm done. Just going to see some comments. Love that. Yes, Charlotte Pridmore. Woo-hoo. Emma Smith, how are you? Gorgeous. You are the wise woman of the 2020. I'm like an oracle. Oh, God. Don't make me laugh. It makes it worse. Narinda. Hi, Narinda. Thank you, lovely. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Sonia, I will feel better soon because me and ill do not go together. I've been gargling aloe like you would not believe. I've been drinking it through a straw because that always helps. Anyway, thank you for listening. I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. I will be back next week. Hopefully I'm not coughing up along. I'll put the link for the masterclass above or below. I can't remember which one it is. If you haven't registered for it yet, just let me just blow my own truck. It's going to be awesome. There's some really incredible stuff that I'm sharing with you. I've realized what my superpower is. It's getting to the nitty gritty of what it is that's holding you back, getting rid of all the noise and all the bullshit, and then change. Who are you? Like getting hold of the identity, and most of all, the person that you are not. Because this person that you are being that isn't getting you the results that you want isn't really, all the negative habitual behavior is not who you are. It's just who you've learned to be. And so this masterclass and my course is just as much as a process of unlearning how to do certain things and learning how to do new things. So that's awesome. So if you haven't registered, please get registered and I will see you in that. It's the 28th, 29th and 30th, but I think there will be another one of these before that. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for listening. Thanks for all your kind words. Bye.